Hey guys, it's Bros here. Now, who likes Power Rangers? And if you don't know who the Power Rangers are, then you're a total loser that never watched anything, or you don't have TV, or you don't have cable television. But anyway, so the Power Rangers is about 5 or 3 teams that are chosen to protect and stop evil and monsters for taking over the world. So, the Rangers get up and get ready for the fight. But not only they're going to use their morphers, but they magically know the magic words to transform. And once they are finished with that, then the actors are no longer there anymore. Because now they are showing us a Japanese episode. That's right, we have been watching a Japanese cartoon. So basically, this Kamen Rider, wait a minute, no, it's like Ultraman. Think about it, it's just people in suits fighting other people with suits. Oh my god, that means his Kamen Rider Super Sentai? Alright, now I'm done with that joke. Okay, so Power Rangers is adapting to a long-running show, Super Sentai. So that's the reason why they've been using footage of. But that doesn't matter, because both of these shows are badass. But the newer Power Rangers were bad. They don't make them like they used to anymore. And that is odd, because the previous ones were best. The Saban era was amazing, even though I think it was kind of mid. But the post-Saban era is for the mature kids and pretty cool. But after that, we got the best art era ever. The motherfucking Disney era. One of the best and amazing era. It had banger after banger. We have Ninja Storm, banger. Dino Thunder, banger. SPD, banger. Mystic Force, banger. Operation Overdrive. Jungle Fury, banger. And RPM, bangerific. And speaking about that, RPM was supposed to be the final entry of the Power Rangers. But there's one problem, just a tiny one. In fact, they ended it on a cliffhanger, that's right. And that was the worst way to end it on, because they never explain if Vidrix is alive or not. And all we see is Scott's morphers glowing, and that's it. But that wasn't supposed to be the ending. The original ending was supposed to be more dark, but that besides the point. Mr. Saban Man got the rights to Power Rangers, and not only that, we have a new era, and everyone dubs this era the Neil Saban era, and it was bad, and I can see why. The writing was not the best. And the direction is bad, but I will show you it later. But after that, we got the Hasbro era. It was okay, besides one anyway. I was thinking, was the old modern era Power Rangers shows suck? Well, only way to find out. Today is in this video, I'm going to a versus review. I'm going to pair this and Super Sentai to see which one's better. Now, I am going to be fair, and I'm not going to be biased or favoritism over this one. I am going to be fair on this one, and I'm going to give credit where credit's due. I am not biased on this one. But my name is Javal. Let's get started. Finally, after 2 years, we got a new one. And on Nick, how bad could it be?
1 hour later.
Yeah, it was mid. But how is that possible? Well, let's see. I'm going to be talking about how good the characters are, how good the connection to the Sentai show it is, how good the writing is. But yeah, let's start out with Chic and Red. I know they have names, but my ass cannot fully it. So anyway, the GOAT, he is badass. Yes, he can be stubborn and can be cold, But that doesn't matter. If you're a badass, you can be an asshole. Plus, he is my second favorite Red Ranger. I'll talk about him later. Oh, yeah, his dad is dead. Yeah, but Jaden, what?
I don't care. I'm a samurai glazer. Part 3, we got my glorious king, my head of the table, my MLK, my savior, Jaden Shiba. One of the
Red Samurai Lion Sword coming out the cart.
Run! Get away from here!
Blaze for the Samurai Red Ranger, and all I gotta say is finally. My favorite is definitely Jaden Shiba. It's even
the strongest rangers of all time.
He glazing, look, he glazing.
He started off training as a samurai as a kid. Jaden Shiba was classified as a master samurai.
Question for all you new gen Power Ranger fans. I don't like Jaden Shiba at all. The Red Samurai Ranger, I don't care for him. Now, I wouldn't even talk about how much I don't rock with him if it wasn't for all the people glazing the absolute mess out of this.
either him or Casey, but Jaden has more character. When we first got introduced to him, he was a loner. He wanted to be alone. He did not want a team. And then at the end of Super Sentai,
It morphs right into the Samurai Ranger.
Look before you, Moogers!
Peep the glaze, peep the glaze.
This is the 18th leader of the Samurai Power.
From episode 1. And Jaden is one of the hardest working Power Rangers of all time. What Ranger do you know is training from sundown to bare sunlight with cuts and bruises all over his body? He went from not caring about the Rangers at all to jumping in front of an attack from Decker and saving Mentor G's life. From the jump, all Jaden wanted.
Can we all just acknowledge how golden Jaden Shiba is real quick, bro? One more time, please. This man is so tough. Look at this. She has an attack that's mainly made to destroy Jaden. Right here.
Well, he's just a Gary Stu and not like his cool counterpart. I mean, can he kick ass while his intro play? That's right, he can't. I don't see He's a great Red Ranger due to the fact that he always goes solo every time, which is kind of hypocritical. I wouldn't be bothered by it at much, but not only the show, but the line Rangers Together and the show tries, but all we see is Jaden solo and that's it. Now, don't get me wrong here. I know the GOAT also do solo things as well, but how cold he is, and there are some fights he have to do alone. And not only that, but he didn't chose to have a team. His mentor did. So he had to not only train them but work together. And we do see at times of the episode he does connect with them. Now, let me say this. I'm not saying Jada is the worst Red Ranger ever. I will save you later. Okay, who's next? Oh yeah, Mia. The entire joke is about she's bad at cooking. And that's it. But unlike her Sentai counterpart, which yes, she's also bad at cooking, but at least they don't overuse it. And once she finds out that yes, her cooking is bad, she did improve it by buying a cookbook and learning how to cook better. And that's another thing. The joke also doesn't work because to me, the joke doesn't land and how overused it is. And nope, that's all I can say. She's not a bad character. She's okay, but the joke is not good. Okay, Kevin next. Now, I heard that people don't like him, and I don't see it. I mean, he's not the best. He's, well, what the Nylock said again?
Ranger, you're just boring.
Yeah, that one. he's just boring. He's not bad. He's not good. He's just boring. Unlike his Sentai counterpart, which he is kind of odd, but due to his, okay, I can't say that word. Obviously, he's gonna, be overplaced. Maybe want to help out Team Bit, and bowing down to Sheik and Red, all that type shit. The mentor, he's not the best. And I mean, I have seen worse mentors, but whatever. Emily, she's alright. She's not better than her Sentai counterpart, but she's good. Mike, he's a pretty cool character. I mean, come on. Name one show that has the coolest outside transformation scene. That's right. None. Absolutely. What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop. Look, stop Googling. Stop. But yeah, not bad. I think you can tell that all I can say is they're not bad. I mean, the octopus, I don't give a fuck what his name is, he's annoying because he keeps saying ooh ah ooh, which he says that a lot in every single episode. But besides that, he's okay. Just like some of the dialogue are okay. Oh wait, I almost forgot the censorship. Yeah, I know, Power Rangers isn't made for kids, so I'm not expecting for them to cuss. But I'm still thinking there might be some other way, like, oh, I don't know, maybe not keep on saying that Zenred is drinking his medicine, which by the way, in Shigenja, his Sentai counterpart was drinking alcohol, which is, wow, you guys can't come up with anything? And what kind of medicine is that anyway? Oh, is that supposed to be a type of medicine for only monsters? When he died, if you drink too much medicine, you would die. So what type of medicine is that? And death. We can't say death, like I said. I know it's a kid's show, so wait, I almost forgot. When they're not using footage and making their own footage, I don't know what the direction is, but my god, it's bad. No, it's awkward. I mean, I know we don't sit that much on the ground, but when we see the cockpit, oh, and by the way, the Megazords is called Origamis in Shikenja, so that's what I'm calling it. But anyway, the suit actors are moving, not natural, but uncomfortable and awkward. Hey, it's just like VTubers. They don't know how to stand still. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this man make a totally original joke about VTubers. Please give him likes and subscribers. And don't forget to also delete him from the internet and life itself. And we got Antonio, the new Gold Ranger, and he's alright. I don't hate him. He's an okay character. Oh yeah, the Mega Mode. He's just only there to just sell toys and nothing else. Like, why? Why was that even made? Anyway, the show ended on a fucking Christmas special, which that's the worst way to end it on. Okay, not worse as cliffhanger, but still. But besides that, the show is over and it never came back ever again. Oh, wait, they did it. Yeah, it got a second season, and it was called Super Samurai, which, by the way, for anyone that wanting to make a show just because you use Super and or Mega, don't worry, I will get to you later. And by the way, I'm not going to talk about the intro, well, not yet, but going back to what I was about to say, putting super does not make your show look cool or epic. It just make you look lame and try hard. I don't get why shows and movies try to be all epic and cool by just slapping super and epic and mega. It just basically felt like you're trying too hard to be all cool and shit. But anyway, I don't get why they can't just call it something else. Call it Power Rangers Samurai Shogun, or Power Rangers Samurai Returnal, or anything. But whatever. Like I said, it has second season, and it's not the best, you know? And I know I didn't talk about him, but why not? Let's talk about Decker. He's not just cool, but he is badass. And I love how not only tells his backstory, but his motivation is spot on. And I just want to talk about his backstory a little more. I really love it. And the explanation of how he become like this. That is amazing writing. And I really do love the character they gave him. And I really love his acting.
Sir Xandred and his noodle-faced crony Octoroo have seen to it that we are interrupted yet again.
If you can't tell, yeah, Decker's my all-time favorite character in Power Rangers Samurai. He can solo. I mean, can the other Rangers do this? I don't think so. Or hell, can the monsters do this as well? Psh, no. Oh yeah, and Decker is also half human, half Nihilok, by the way. And to make his coolness levels to gone up even higher, you may not recognize him, but once I pull up the name and the image, you will recognize him. That's right, that's Cole from Wild Force, which that is awesome. Oh, and I'm glad Bulk is back. He's pretty funny in the Power Rangers series. But not only he is back, but where is he? What? Wait, what? He's not here? What? Why? You can't do that. You can't forget about Skull, because without him, it's just be Bulk alone. It's like not having one of the eggs. So come on, they're a comedy duo, for God's sake. You can't just get rid of him. That's impossible. So they replace Skull with Spike, his son, who is basically just like Skull, which I don't get it. He's not a bad character by any stretch of imagination, but that does bear the question. Why make a character that has the exact same personality? Not only that, but just like Skull, he also have a crush on a Pink Ranger as well. And his laughter the same. Just bring back Skull! Oh, hey, so remember the Mega Mode? You know, the one that just there to sell toys and nothing else? Well, now there's another mode to only sell toys, which, like, why? Just why? Okay, so the first one is, well, when a kid unlocks the Rhino Megazord, don't question it, we get the Shogun ancestors of the previous Samurai Rangers, and now the Rangers unlock Shogun mode, which, like, why? Is basically just like the Mega mode. They only use it inside the Megazord to create a final strike. Why? Just why? The only time... Oh, you want to know how many times the Rangers use it? Well, here. Emma use it once. Kevin used it once as well. Jaden used it 3 times, 2 of which is in the cockpit. And like I said, 1 is for the final battle. You want to know what else? Mike and Emily never used it once, which begs the question, why make a Shogun green and yellow if they're not going to use it? They can easily just not added it because if they're not going to use it at all, then it just felt pointless to even have a Shogun green and yellow. Here's an idea. Why don't I make an actual episode of Mike and Emily use it? Sure, they're gonna use it only once, but hey, at least it's something better than nothing. Oh, and hey, we also meet Jaden's sister, Lauren. Her Sentai counterpart is a princess. She had more character, but whatever. But she's also the 18th Shiba. And Lauren, after she is the new leader of the samurai, I'm not joking, but literally, the team just do not like her whatsoever. Okay? Why? She didn't do nothing wrong. And I'm not joking when I say this, but they legitimately do not like her. And they just pretending she's not there anymore. Like she's invisible. Because, oh god, yes. Now I get it. It is sad that your leader is gone or someone of the team is leaving or someone. But the big difference between this and Eric, even though he's badass, he can be a dickhead, and he told Wes that he can ask his father to buy out the team and let Eric be the leader, but the Time Force Rangers still rather be with Wes. And when Eric tells the team that he's no longer the leader, they don't care because they do see him as amazing leader, and there's nothing they're gonna take away from. But here, Jaden, he chooses to leave, and she's not even an asshole at all. She's pretty nice and cool as well. And I don't get it if they miss Jaden, but I just don't. Whatever. Let me just say that the final episode, both here and in Shigenja, are good, but Shigenja is better. And that's because Super Samurai uses way too much footage of it. And that can be a little bit annoying because, well, how do I say this? When we watch Power Ranger shows that have season finales, sometimes we do see actual original footage and they're not using that much footage. And we do see actual original recording of the Rangers kicking ass and doing all of this. I mean, I know they don't use that much, but it's still kind of annoying that they keep on using it over and over in a season finale, no doubt. It just felt, ugh. And hey, they kill Zenred, and that's it. So, what do I think about Power Rangers Samurai and Super Samurai? Well, I will say this. It just feels like a watered down version and a lackluster of Shinkenja. And it just feels like the characters also felt watered down as well. And kind of exaggerated versions of them. I don't know how to explain it, but it just feels like Kevin feels like exaggerated version of his Shiken blue self. Jaden feels like his watered down exaggerated version of his Shiken self. It just feels like they're going a bit too far of it. It's kind of like Groudgers. just like that, both of these Sentai shows do have good writing, and they both can do a pretty good job of execution and plot wise. But Power Rangers, they just basically felt like they're going down a bit too far of how much they continually making these episodes. But again, these two shows are both different. Like Rogers, the writing just felt going down and down and down. They do have good ideas, but after the show keep on continuing, it just felt ugh. Which is also the problem with Wild Force as well. It's not bad, but later half it just felt like it's going down and down. But the reason I paired this because Power Rangers Samurai also felt like later half going down, down, down. But do I hate them? No, I do not. Besides all the flaws it has, I would say I do have a soft side to it. I mean, it was the first Power Rangers show I watched, and I will admit, even though Jaden did have some flaws himself, I really don't hate him at all. Maybe because the kid me really can't hate it, or maybe I have a guilty pleasure and I just can't get mad of this show. I mean, if I haven't watched this, I would never seen how Power Ranger would go. And I would also like to say this, the song Everyday Fun, it had to be one of my favorite songs of all time. And I would not like to hear anyone saying it's mid or it's bad. If you say that this song is mid, that means you have no life, you have no friends, and how dare you? I mean, just listen to this. Every day, all we want to have is fun, 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 fun anyway. So just come and join us one by one. Show what you know, oh yeah, yeah, no, oh yeah, yeah, no, oh. We can't let this moment last, no, oh yeah, yeah, no, oh yeah, yeah, no, oh. We can't let this moment last. Jesus Christ, that was kind of bad of me for singing. But yeah, overall, not bad show overall. And matter of fact, it does not piss me off. If you want to see a show that so bad it's good, or you like it unironically, or you love it besides it, all flaws, it's a entertaining Ranger show to watch. This is it. Man, it's going great. Let's see who's next. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this one. I'm going to be short with this. That's right, it got a TV movie. And hey, they got the RPM Rangers. I love that show. I can't wait to see. Wait, what? Wait, what? What? Okay, so what I heard only Scott is here. Okay then, whatever. I like him, but I like Damien. He's pretty cool and epic. Or Ziggy. I like, you can't do this to him. You can't just not add Ziggy into it. You can't forget Ziggy the man. What did he ever done to you? Whatever. So, what do I think about it? Well, my main problem is it feels like, yeah, it's just, oh, hey, they never explain how Scott get from his timeline to our timeline. They never explain it. Not even once. And Jaden just felt like he's unreasonably jealous of him for absolutely no reason at all. This is the first TV Power Ranger movie that used 3 stock footage, 2 of which were the actual movie, and one is from a episode 36 when they're fighting Shark Jaw. Wow, what a creative name. And guess what? 99% of this movie used a lot of stock footage of it. I don't know if they don't use original footage. And if you ask me, you can easily skip this one because all it is just to explain how the character is going to get something new and to make things worse. We have the worst line ever when the characters get sucked into the time portal, and what I can tell sent them to the RPM world, and right after a big battle, Jaden team came back, and the reason how they're back, well, that never explained. Oh wait, yes they did, or they did. I don't know. I know. Forgot. I forgot what happened. I forgot the explanation here, but whatever. And Emily said this.
The vortex.
Scott, your team says hi.
Yeah, I think when we were kids, we were pissed off because we want to see the other characters. And come on, why can't the other RPM Rangers show up and help the other Rangers? Or hell, why did Emily need to say that? Or even more, wow, why does Scott not take off his goddamn suit? I don't care what the explanation is. It's still kind of dumb that he came in. What are you doing to me, Saban? And come on, you can easily call it Forever Red 2 Civil War, or Forever Red 2 Crash of the Reds, or Forever Red 2 the Machine Empire coming back, Electric Boogaloo. I mean, just say that Professor Krug go back in time to bring back the Machine Empire, and Dr. K sent Scott back in time to get all the Red Rangers and to stop him. Boom. That's it. Oh, and also Zenred is also in the plot somewhere, but who cares? And then have a epic original fight, and then Jaden will also use a plot device to stop just like Cole. I mean, what? And have a cool actual original fight scene, and boom. That's what I call a good crossover. Again, Forever Red 2 Electric Boogaloo, please. I want a sequel. But yeah, Crush of Forever Red is basically a forget filler movie that's just there to, like I said, be a bridge of character getting something new. And that's it. What's the positive I can say about this movie? Well, Scott using the shark mode. I don't care what it's called. Sky using the shark mode looks pretty cool. That drip. Ooh. And I just realized this is the first RPM Ranger that not only using another Ranger's power-up / armor, but this is the first time we're seeing an RPM Ranger having a power-up or an armor. Jesus Christ, I'm surprised they last this long. But yeah, like I said, you can easily skip this. But Crash of Forever, I get 4 out of 10. Oh, and something I forgot, I will not be scoring the Super Sentai shows. Well, until the end of the video. So yeah, and Power Ranger Samurai, Super Samurai. Oh my god, I forgot. Power Ranger Samurai get 5 out of 10, while Super Samurai get 5.1 out of 10. Even though I have a problem with Super Samurai, I will say there are some good things I will say about it more than Samurai itself. But yeah, even besides them, I'm guessing that we're going a good Ranger show. Fuck these shows. No, I'm being serious. Fuck them. Fuck them to hell and back. So, unlike Samurai, where I somewhat paired this to its Sentai counterpart, but this time I will not pair compare this to his Sentai counterpart. But besides one, which, oh boy, I will be talking about. But hey, what's the positive thing I can say about Megaforce? Well, the only positive thing I can say is that Robo Knight and his art and his short art are the only good things about it. Nope. That's it. That's the only good thing I can say about Megaforce. Because besides that, Megaforce and Super Megaforce have to be the worst Power Ranger shows I have ever watched in my entire life. And you want to know this? Super Megaforce is even worse than this. And I will explain why. I mean, they got the show is wrong. Just wrong. Everything about it is wrong. The concept of your show, how do you get that wrong? The concept of Saga is simple. It's just the angel world had been destroyed, and I know it's called Saga world or whatever, but I don't care. And they gone to Earth to basically not only protect Earth, but us as well. They're angels. That's it. That's how simple the plot is. How do you mess that up? I am surprised that they met. Here's the concept. You're gonna love it. Adults who are playing as teens who are wearing outfits that match the color of their suits, and they've been randomly teleported to a place that is far away from their school area, and they meet a giant head that can talk, by the way, who's their mentor, and we meet a robot that basically annoying and basically want me to stab my ears. Hey, wait a minute. Hold up. Let me go back. So we have 5 adults who are playing as teens, and they're wearing outfit that match the color of their suit. They've been teleported to a place that's far away from their school, and they meet a giant head that not only a mentor but can talk, and we have a robot that's so annoying makes me want to stab my own nutsack. Yep. That sounds original to me. Anyway, let me also say this. The characters suck. Now I know I put this description here, but I want to say this again. I do not hate the actors at all. I do not hate, by any stretch of imagination, I do not hate them. Not even a single bit. But the problem is that the direction and the production had to be, there's something wrong with it because it felt like the actors are doing their best that they can, and I have seen them being in actual good movies and shows, but in Power Rangers, really? Now, I know Power Rangers are not known for their good acting, but even for Power Ranger standards, this is, But you want to know what's worse? The characters. I have never seen characters that are this flat, this bland. Let's start with Troy. Troy had to be the worst Red Ranger I have ever seen of my entire life. Where do I begin with him? He sounds like every time he talks, he sounds like a robot, which is kind of strange because in Operation Overdrive, we have a robot character who's a Red Ranger. But hey, let's say that doesn't count because he's an android, He's technically is a machine, but whatever. That still wouldn't matter anyway, because we have a robot in the show that sounds more human-y than him. And I know that that's not a word, but I don't care. And to make this worse, that Troy even acts like a robot as well. That trying to learn what these human things are and these human feelings. And I'm not joking. Every time Troy talks, he sounds, every dialogue that came out of his mouth, all I can hear is the most generic, the most bland dialogue I ever hear. My God, like, just listen to them.
From here. Creepox seems to be driven entirely by rage. I can exploit that anger. I'll use that against him.
Serious when I say this, but Deku is somehow better than him, and I don't even care about the character that much. Oh, and let me also say this. I think they're trying to make him as a serious type character, but he does not even feel like it at all. He basically felt like more of a gloomy, boring person that I don't want to hang out with. Also, he's also a very worse Red Ranger. In Super Mega Force, which I will be talking about more often, well, later, not more often, what do I mean by that? In Super Mega Force, his leadership has gone full-time low in one episode, when they meet a Jungle Fury character, Casey, when there's a monster that basically magnates everything, excluding their weapons, Troy, his IQ brain cell, actually think that only way to not lose is to hold their weapons.
I told you, a ranger never lets go of his weapon. Next time, we just won't let go. That's all there is to it.
We let go of our weapons. A ranger must never let go of his weapons. Ever.
Which, like, yeah, that's totally a smart idea. What? No. You can't just hold on your weapons for that long. Depending how strong the magnetation is, or something, dude. Okay, but let's say you can, okay? Let's just say you can. What will you do? You can't use your weapons on him. You're basically stuck to this guy. So what will you do? I'm not joking here, but even the worst Red Ranger I've seen in Super Sentai, they're at least better. They're at least somewhat better written than him. And even though Ghost Saga, in my opinion, is kind of mid, at least Ghost Saga Red have more of a overall personality than this man here. I don't know what they're thinking. And also, for some reason, I'm not joking, for some reason, Troy always keep having these visions of the legendary battle, and they never explain it. Not once. Not a single time. Troy never asks what the hell was that? Gosei never explains it. I just don't... I don't get why. It just basically felt like they were just doing this for no reason. Okay, oh, cool, legendary battle, but I don't get how is he seeing these visions? It's Besides that, what else can I say about Troy overall? He's just a guy who's good at martial arts, and he can be easily forgotten as a Red Ranger. Hey, wait a minute. Wait, let me just go back. So, he's good at martial arts, and he could be easily a forgettable Red Ranger. Nah, hey, that sounds like a pretty good written character to me. Oh my gosh, I should go with someone else because I have so much hatred for this character. Who's next? Noah, you're next. Noah is a fucking nerd, and look at him. He's wearing glasses. That's how you can tell he's a nerd, because people who wear glasses are always nerds. What? Why are you all looking at me for? But even besides that, he is pretty good at technology and stuff, and he's also a smart one in the group, and he becomes the Blue Ranger. Wait a minute. I think it's a good time to tell y'all that this show basically felt like a watered down, lackluster, lack of a charm, other things that have lack in it, a copy of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I mean, just think about it. Both shows that have actors who are playing as teens. Both shows have characters that are wearing outfits that match their suit. Both shows have a giant head that can talk, and also their mentor. Both shows have annoying ass robots that piss me off. And well, time to mention this. So if everyone is wondering why I didn't talk about the intro in the Power Ranger Samurai one, well, I've been saving up to here, and let's talk about it. So for some reason, I have no idea what the idea was. They thought it was a smart idea to basically use the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger intro and remix it. And the only thing that they changed were some of the lyrics. I'm not even joking. Look, I'll play both of them right now. You see, it's kind of weird because none of the other Power Rangers shows does this. Hell, not even their own Saban era. And I just don't get it. I mean, the only one I can think of that used the My More Power Ranger intro was Alien Rangers, but that doesn't count because one, that was a spin-off, two, that was supposed to be a bridge to go to the next series, Zero, and three, I'm talking about the main shows, not spin-offs. And yeah, just like Power Ranger Samurai, Megaforce also copied my Morphin Power Rangers. The only difference is they changed the lyrics and remix it. Rangers forever, Megaforce all together. And hey, just like Power Ranger Samurai, it too have characters just shouting out their name. I don't get it. No, I'm being honestly serious. I don't get it. I think we can read what the characters' names are. I mean, if this was made for blind people, I can get that. But here's the thing. They never do it again in Dino Charge, which I will be talking about that one later. But anyway, it's just kind of weird, you know? Why can't they come up with their own original intros? Like the other previous ones and the later ones as well. It just felt ridiculous, you know. And since I'm talking about copying, they also copy Power Ranger Samurai as well. No. You wanna know the transformation sequence is? Samuraiser, go Samurai. Now, get a load of this. In Megaforce, the transformation is go Megaforce. Wow, such original wording for that. My God, how long did it take you that for? Here's Saban. Let me help you out a bit. Insert. Go say powers. Boom, there. I saved about $10, whatever. But yeah, and it feels like Megaforce also copying other previous Power Rangers show, which I will be talking about. And hey, you wanna know something else? For some reason, to make the show feel quote unquote cool and epic, for some reason they slap Mega into everything, and I'm not joking here. It's just Mega Force, Mega Blasters, Mega Weapons, Mega Swords, Mega Mega this, Mega that, Mega shut the fuck up. I'm not joking, it is pretty annoying. And like every other Power Ranger show, when you defeat a monster, they always say their victory, whatever. And not Mega Force, that was a mega win, which that is going to be annoying because again, putting Mega and everything does not make your show look cool. It makes you look lame, and also it's annoying as well. How many times are they going to keep on saying it? Oh, hey, Ultra Mega Armor. I almost forgot about that. Why? Why can't you just come up with original names? But, whatever. Oh god, I forgot about this. So, remember I said they try and make themselves look cool? Well, guess what? I'm not joking here. For some reason, they make Robo Knight rap. Oh, you think I'm joking? You dare think I'm joking? Run that shit!
Check it, Rangers. I had a lot of questions about human emotion. They were vexing me, hexing me like some sorcerer's potion. So I followed the advice of my good friend Noah. And to the city library this robot did at Goa, I found books galore of every shape and size on a variety of topics. But what opened the eyes of Robo Knight, the very most by far, was some knowledge there dropped by my little homie Todd, who turned me on to hip-hop. Word.
But besides that, and going back to the characters, besides the fact that these two are copies of my Morphin, there's nothing I can say about rest of these characters. They are just one note, flat and bland. I mean, look at this. We got Emma. She's a flower girl. And nice. That's it. Wow, how interesting. I'm very proud of this character. She is so much better than any other characters I have ever watched. She's nice. Wow. Alright, just because you make your characters nice does not mean they're very interesting or a three-dimensional personality. You have to give them characters more than just being nice. Yeah, and also being an asshole does not automatically mean they have three-dimensional personality as well. But hey, what do I know? I'm not a writer. I'm just a guy who always stutters a lot and always stumble my words. But hey, whatever. I don't care. Jake. He's the goofy one that likes sports. And that's it. I'm not joking. He's no Zach. He's no Adam. And we obviously know the rules here. If you can't beat Zach or Adam, then what are you doing here? And Gia, oh my god, Gia. Gia had to be one of the most forgettable characters ever. I can't remember once what her personality is. I think she's supposed to be the tomboy of the group, but the writing of this show is so bad, I can't even tell that at all. Okay, you want to know my main problem with her? Again, she has no personality. She's just girl. And that's it. Like, wow. 10 out of 10 character, 100 out of 10. Please make more characters like this. I'm not even joking when I say this, but you could just legitimately replace her. No, not just replace her. You can literally just remove her and just add a suit there. Just add a little suit. Just a walking, talking suit. And there would be no difference whatsoever, minus the transformation sequence. Come on. SPD does this, and we have Sam. You can do that as well. My god, how comes the actual walking, talking suit from SPD can do better than you? I am shocked. But my main problem with this is that we never know what the characters are like outside of their their rangers. I almost say jobs, goddammit. Outside of their rangerness or school. We never fully know their personality at all. Which is shocking because the previous Power Rangers show, we actually know what the characters are like outside of their fucking. I mean, think about it. I want you all to think about this. We'll go back in time and look at all the Ranger shows. Name one time there been a Ranger show that we never know what their personality is outside of outside being a Power Ranger. That's right, none, maybe. And yeah, and another problem is well, there's only 22 episodes of Megaforce, which that is dumb. Because I'm going to try and explain this. Since Megaforce only have 22 episodes, we never know the character's backstory or why they like this or that. You know, that's another thing. Why do these characters like these things? Like, why do Troy likes martial arts? Sure, I'm not saying there had to be a big detailed explanation of this. Just tell me why he likes that. Maybe he's that interesting of his father doing it. Or maybe he want to learn to defend himself or something like that. Why does Noah likes technology and why he likes this or that? Again, you don't need to have that long detail. Just tell me why is he so interested of this shit. And also, can you tell me how the fuck he knows how weapons work, even though that's impossible because these weapons are ancient. But whatever. Why does Jack like sports? Huh? Why he likes sports? I want to know that. What makes him so? What makes him? Why he's so interested of sports? Why is Emma so interested of being a photographic person? Why Gia? but since there's no more episodes, we never fully know what the characters are like at all. I know I say that, but I need to make sure I plunge in your goddamn head. Ugh. Oh, yeah, speak about the characters. Yeah, going back to that robot, he pisses me off. And I'm not joking when I say this, but he's somehow even worse than Alpha. And I hate Alpha. Okay, let me explain this. Even though I hate Alpha's voice, at least in later Power Rangers shows, my Morphin, we actually do see him actually doing shit, actually doing shit, helping out the Rangers, helping out Zordon, doing something, which this robot, I don't give a fuck what his name is, this robot, I could tell, don't do anything at all. He's just there to be there. Because, hey, my Morphin have a robot. Let's do that as well. And my God, I'm not joking. His voice is annoying. At least with my Morphin and later on, they at least change Alpha's voice to be less annoying. Hell, even in Turbo, even though he sounds like an annoying surfer type 90s guy, I would say it actually fits him somewhat. I can't believe this. Ladies and gentlemen, I give Alpha credit. This is the end of the world here. Anyway. Oh, Gosei, he had to be the awfulest mentor I have ever seen. I know awfulest is not a word, but make it as a word and let Gosei be in a dictionary book. Because I'm not joking, Gosei is an awful mentor. And I thought Mentor J was mid as hell, but at least he's somewhat better. But oh my God, Gosei, he is okay. Here's the backstory of this one. You're gonna love it. So Gosei will wake up if there's any danger happening on Earth. Yep, you heard that. So basically, if I might be mistaken, but I want y'all to correct me on here, didn't other Power Rangers shows that have the Earth being in danger multiple fucking times. Like, I don't know. Maybe the ending of In Space, where, I don't know, Andromeda and all these villains try to take over the world. How about that, Gosei? Why didn't you wake up and save that? So basically, what Gosei is saying here is that it's basically pointless for Astro to murder Zordon. Quick context. So yeah, Astro supposed to save Zordon, basically fight this dude. Again, I don't care. And Zordon thought it would be a good idea to Astro to kill him, so that the Z-Waves can finally kill off all the monsters besides these three. And yeah, Astro didn't murder Zordon, just straight up swing. And yeah, the Z-Wave basically kill off all the machines and all that stuff. But so yeah, it was basically pointless for Astro doing this. Okay, I get it. Sega didn't came out until later, but still, I can still think that Gosei can come up with some bullshit morpher that can help out the Rangers. But no, Zordon's dead because Zordon ate Gosei's cookie. Also, I'm not joking here, but Gosei is also awful because he does nothing at all. Yes, I know he's a talking head, but hey, same goes to Zordon, and look at him! God! Ugh. Oh, here's another complaint I have. This show is too much heartwarming. Yes, I know Ghost Sega also have that as well, but the big difference is that show evolves around angels, and angels are supposed to be all nice and good, so that's why. I'm not saying if you're gonna have kind heart warmness is bad, but I'm sorry, this childish feel good is just sickens me. Maybe because I'm more of a dark type person than a light person. Don't use that out of context, please. And we cannot forget censorship. Oh my god. And also using too much stock footage. Okay, let me say this. I don't care if Power Rangers show is going to use stock footage. I don't care. Why am I mad that Megaforce is using stock footage and also Super Megaforce? Well, the problem is that, they use, just like Samurai, they use it too much. Which, that is a problem here. Because, unlike the previous Power Rangers shows, hell, I would even arguably say that even Saban era, they do have technology that they can make original footage and they can show some actual good original fight scenes footage. But I don't know. It just basically felt like they're only using so much stock footage because if we do use original footage, that might people think that we're actually putting effort into it, and we can't have that. And yeah, the censorship. Yeah, since this show can't say angels to base on a Sentai show that revolves around fucking angels, but if you don't want angel in your show, why not guardians? Just say they're guardians of these morphers in the earth as well. Boom, I just did it. But no, we can't. We also can't say bullets as well, because again, children, gotta love kids shows that don't want to do any violent shit, but yet there are some other cartoons that also do violent shit. What the fuck is going on with this world now? I am confused. Please send help. Like I said, Robonite in his short art is the only thing that's only decent about this. Well, because the writing for Robonite is pretty good. And I will say this, Robonite is actually a pretty cool character overall. His own personality, his writing is not bad at all. But the sad part is, he's the only good character in this shitty show. And, oh hey, look at Gene, golly gosh. Oh, remember I said the show copies Megamorphin and in Samurai? Well, you better add Turbo in Space because because they rip off that shit as well. I am, I am not joking. I'm not joking whatsoever. But literally, the ending of Megaforce is literally just the ending of Turbo, and the beginning of Super Megaforce is literally just Power Rangers in space. Okay, let me explain. So, like in Turbo, the characters get their ass kicked, and not only that, but their headquarters got blown up, which I'm sad that Megaforce didn't do this. And not only that, but since they got jumped on by monsters and now they lost their powers, they thought the only thing to do was go into space because of reasons. And yeah, they go into space without Justin because he is just a preteen kid. But Megaforce changed that. His okay, here's this. Romanite is missing. Okay. And their morphers are also destroyed as well, just like Turbo. And guess what? There's now new monsters coming to destroy our world. Oh no! Oh golly gee, Scooby-Doo! I can't. Really, can you not come up with an original ending for once of your life? Yes, because this Megaforce, coming up with something original might cost effort. Wait, before I talk about this, I will talk about shortly about Gokaiger. It had to be, and I will fight anyone who disagrees with me and or say anything about. This had to be one of the best Sentai shows of all time, right down to its middle core of it. I mean, what can I even say? The concept, amazing. The fight scenes, amazing. The choreography, amazing. The story, amazing. The characters, amazing. The writing, amazing. I mean, everything about it is so good. I mean, that's not even the best part. The best part is that it's the 35th anniversary of Super Sentai, and they really shows how to do your best of making the amazing anniversary of it. So, here's the thing. These are space pirates that sit back down, that basically go traveling all the world of Earth to basically find the greatest treasure. But not only that, their morphers are pirate-like, but get this, they can even turn to every single Sentai character are not the whole time, all of it, all the Sentai characters, right from the beginning to Go Sega. I'm not joking. When all the Sentai characters lost their powers, the Gokaiger basically have keys of it, and not only they can turn into their the Sentai characters, but also have their powers as well. And not only that, but they can also mix and match them. It's amazing, and it really shows how hard work they put into. And it's amazing. It's like giving your girlfriend or your husband or your girlfriend's husband amazing anniversary. Gokaigers is like that. I am blown out of my mind of how much of it. And there's not one negative thing I can say about Gokaiger. Not even one. All the characters are amazing. Gokaiger Red had to be my favorite of them all. He is the absolutely GOAT. I mean, can the other Sentai characters do shit like this or this? I think not. I mean, have they ever been stabbed in the foot and then Gokaiger Red just booyah? Nope, I don't remember that at all. Gokaiger Blue is a cool and edgy person. He's also a better version of Zoro. Zoro used 3 swords, but he used 6. As we all know, more is better. But believe me, my wife left me over a guy who basically had more than me. But whatever, I can still see her, but at night. And I had to sit down and watch them doing it. This is why I love TGI Fridays. But anyway, Gokaiger Green is the Connor the Waffle. Oh, wait, my bad. Gokaiger Green is not only goofy, but also the smart one of the team as well. And Gokaiger Pink is woman. Gokaiger Yellow is woman, but better. And Gokaiger Silva... it's just so good. I have no words to say about this. This is amazing. And not only that, but I do love how they keep showing up in newer Sentai shows and still unlocking more keys of it to turn into newer Sentai characters. That is awesome. I mean, what can I even say? This is my favorite Sentai show, and there's nothing that can beat it. Nothing. Those newer Sentai shows are pretty loser worthy. So, how the fuck did they botch it up? Well, that's quite easy. Instead of making their own original show, no. They thought it'd be a smart idea to make a continuation of that shit. I'm not even joking. They seriously made a continuation of it, which that's worse. I didn't complain that Power Rangers Samurai make a season 2, which I'm okay with that because it was still a continuation. It's still adding more stories to Samurai. Literally, after Super Mega Force, everything felt different. And literally, Gokaigers is about space pirates being on Earth. Space pirates and teenagers. How the frick do you mess that up? I am shocked and surprised that Neo Saban can go that low of how lazy they are. That's not even the worst part about this. The worst part is the characters. I don't know how, but the characters are somehow downgraded and it felt like a whole different ass personality. Even though the character's personality were way flat. Troy's feel like a douchebag and unlikable, and felt like his IQ is lower than before. Noah feels like an immature geek guy. Jake just feel like a comic relief. and Emma's just woman. That's it. And Gia's just Gia. Oh, we even made our new character, Orion. I'm not joking when I say this, but Orion is just like Gia. They're both forgettable. You can easily remove them. And nothing will change. And I mean nothing. Oh yeah. Also, Orion's backstory fucking sucks. He found his morpher by just looking at some random rocks. And oh yeah, sure. Oh, you wanna know how Gokaiger Silver got his morpher? By dying. And also going to Spirit World meeting the dead Sentai characters that basically gave him the new morpher, and boom, he become a legend. I mean, come on, which is better? The children's Sentai version with a stupid backstory, or this amazing, succulent thing? I'm losing my mind here. I am actually losing my mind here. Okay. But guess what? I'm not even joking. But that's not even the worst part. The worst part is that they did what My Morphin Power Rangers Season 2 did. They go back and forth of using different... Okay. I did hear people did have some... I did hear people have problems with this, and there are probably going to be someone commenting, what's wrong with this show, going back and forth using Megaforce suits and Super Megaforce suits. Well, okay, let me say this. Yes, I know, My Morphin Power Rangers did this, but I'm not going to defend both of them. I'm not. By any stretch of imagination. Yes, I know my Morphin did this in Season 2 by having Tommy wearing the white Tiger Ranger suit, even though that was in a different Sentai show. And same goes to Megasaurus as well. But I will give maybe just a small credit that back then Saban didn't have that much money. So probably they can't afford this, and maybe the suits, besides the tiger, look too Japanese it? But whatever. And yeah, even though it was stupid, it was understandable, I guess. And plus, this is Nickelodeon it was on. Super Megaforce was on Nickelodeon. So I don't get why they can't make a different show out of this. Now, yes, I get it. Just because it's on a popular network does not automatically mean they have a lot of money to do this. I mean, hell, look at Disney, for example. How many of y'all watch SPDs? Have y'all noticed that when we see Sky's dad flashback, his dad is legitimately wearing the Time Force red outfit, and Squad A is legitimately having the in space helmet. Same goes to Boomer, or whatever his name is, wearing a space helmet where he's dreaming about being SPD Orange. But even besides that, still, it wasn't that bad. But anyway, this is also another problem I have here. Why? If it didn't work before, why do it now? It's stupid. It was stupid for My Morphin Power Rangers Season 2 to do this. Why are you doing that? I think you should learn your lesson by this. But that's not even the worst part about this. The worst part about this is that, well, I don't know how I explain this, but oh wait, yes I can. The stock footage are even worse than here. Yes, you heard that correctly. The stock footage that Super Megaforce is using is somehow even worse than Megaforce. Okay, let me explain. I'm gonna explain this. Oh, you're gonna love hearing my angry rage of rambling, or maybe not. Okay, the reason why I say the stock footage are even more lazy is not only because because of how many times they remove something or they keep changing scenes because, ooh, wow, we can't last for 5 seconds of it. Not only how many times they keep on using it, not only how many times they keep on changing scene after scene with jarring cuts of it, just like Megaforce. Not only that, but also this. Remember I said that Gokaigers can turn to whatever Sentai characters wherever the fuck they want to, and they can mix and match them? Let me remind you, Gokaigers have no limit of turning into them. They can basically turn to whatever Sentai characters wherever they want to. But Megaforce, we can't do that. We have limits. And that also brings me back to the stock footage argument. Because I'm not joking. Every time they about to transfer to a different ranger, they barely ever use the fucking keys. Not even once that they ever use original footage of the characters using the keys. Barely. I'm not going to, I'll take that back. I'm not going to say once. I'm going to say barely. They barely do that shit. But not only that, but how inconsistent it is. That's right, it's inconsistent. Okay, listen to this, alright? When the characters, Gia, Noah, Jake, and Emma turn to, what their name? Dinkinja, whatever. They turn to Dinkinja, which, okay then, so they can turn to Sentai characters, which, even though that is inconsistent because we've never seen them, but whatever, that's okay. I'm okay with that. Maybe they want to show some new Rangers, which, okay. But then we get to here, when all the characters turn to the Red Ranger. Oh, by the way, here's this. When Gokaiger Red turned into, what's the name? Whatever, you read this, I'm not reading that. When Gokaiger Red turned to him, oh, you won't believe this. In Megaforce, Troy turned to Mighty Morphin Red Ranger, which, okay, I would have a problem. Besides the fact that, they didn't change the fucking background of it. But whatever. I'm okay with that. It's not for the fact that the other characters turn into the Sentai characters. Yes, after Troy turning into Megaforce, Mighty Morphin Red Ranger, all the characters turn into the Sentai counterpart. So they didn't even try to change it. But not only that, no. In the Sentai counterpart, Gokaiger Green turned to Gosei Red. But in this show, Jake turned to Operation Overdrive Red Ranger. And I'm just like, choose already! Are you going to pick this or are you going to pick that? You can't just go back and forth of this. This is ridiculous. This is nonsensical. This is... I don't get why. This is just... If you don't want the characters turned to the Megaforce characters, then why make a continuation of it? It just makes no sense. You can tell that I'm pissed off about it because they literally just basically took a piss in Gokaiger and basically just give it a middle finger of it, and I don't understand why. This had to be the worst anniversary of Power Rangers I have ever seen. Worse than I can't believe I'm saying this. I cannot believe I'm saying this. It's somehow even worse anniversary than Operation Overdrive, a show that I am one of those people that do dislike. At least it was something of anniversary-ness. Something, not better, but it was something. That's all I can say. But we're not even at the worst part. Oh wait, I gotta talk about this now. Okay, let's get over it. So, Super Force have one of the worst scenes of all time. I will talk about the last one later. First, let's talk about this. Literally in the first episode, when Gosei just gave the characters the new Super Mega Morphers. Okay, first of all, heads up, all just like Megaforce, all the time they just slap Super Mega into everything, which, yeah, you can tell that I'm getting 9/11 Goodwill. Anyway, you won't believe this, but when Jake was literally questioning about why his suit is different, Gosei said this.
Jake, there's a simple explanation for that.
They almost hit the command center!
Go, Rangers, put your new powers to use.
Okay, let's talk about this. So if you can't tell, this is supposed to be a joke / commentary on how random it is that the characters in My Morphin just became black to green, green to black, whatever, etc. And it feels like they're pointing out their own problems, make them go away. Okay, first of all, if this is supposed to be a comedy, why is it here of all things? It just felt out of place for a show like this, and just basically the timing is just off and doesn't feel like empowering just joke. And also, wow, pointing out your problems make them go away, huh? What did Mr. Enter say back in his old days?
Pointing out your problems does not make them go away. Pointing out your problems does not make them go away.
Yeah, assholes, you cannot point out your problems and think them go away. You absolute morons. Oh yeah, right. Go say, why the fuck you not giving them this? Yeah, just here you go, guys. I just have them laying around here. I don't know. Go say, why didn't you give them before? Then none of this could happen, and why would I still be here? But no, go say, the brain of all brains, I'm out. Ugh. But now we get to here. When Robot Knight becomes evil, Troy fights him without morphing, which that is stupid, but whatever. And when Robot Knight kicks his ass, not surprisingly. I mean, name one time a human can actually fight a machine, actually win. That's right, none. And when his teammates show up ready to help him, Troy don't want that and basically told him to step back. Then we got this shit. Okay, let's talk about this. There are going to be some people in the comments be like, wait, but you fall. Why are you mad at this? Let me say this. In Gosega Red does this as well. You want to know what the difference here is? Is that Gosega Red, you charge up using his angel powers and use that angel punch to snap out Robo Knight there. It makes sense here because it was established that the angels have their own power and they basically can do this by themselves. But no, we never once explain of how the fuck Troy does this. Not even once. None of the characters ever question this. Troy never explained how he does this. Gosei never explained how the he does this as well. Troy can just do that because this is Troy. Because we can't have Troy being hurt. No, he's our plot armor. Fuck you. I'm broken. I don't get it. Okay, here's the explanation, guys. Let me help you out, writers. Let me help you out. Troy uses his Mega Force powers by charging up, and boom, that's how he can do the Super Saiyan punch. Boom, writers, I did it! This show, I'm going insane here. But that's not even the worst part. This is the worst part about the show. The ending of Super Mega Force. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Even if a show is bad, they can, at least this shitty show can at least maybe improve in a season or two. Or hell, maybe the ending of this awful show can be good as well. But no, if a show is bad and have a bad ending, even for a good show, by the way, have a bad ending, then this had to be the worst show of all time. Okay, maybe that's not true, but still. Now, why am I talking about this? Well, Super Mega Force and Mega Force have been building up to the legendary battle. The legendary battle, ladies and gentlemen. It was foreshadowing, and it was building it up. So, how the fuck did they ruin it? How did they ruin it? Hey guys, okay, before I tear Legendary Battle a new one, I want you all to close your eyes. Just close them. And if any VTubers are watching this somehow, if you're offended of the joke I made about, VTubers can't stand still as well, I want to apologize. Okay? I'm sorry if I offend you. Please close your eyes and imagine this. So here's how it starts. Use the stock footage from the movie. The Rangers get their ass kicked. After that, the Rangers run and hide. The monsters try and find them, but they just can't. The Rangers just sit there and question themselves. Noah asks, come on guys, we need to think of a plan here. How are we going to do this? Jack is like, maybe we can use one of our Ranger keys to try to see it can work. But Gia doesn't think that might work at all because there are too many of them. And Jake's like, come on, there had to be. And Gia interrupts and says, no. Emma look at Troy and she asks, come on Troy, help us out here. What should we do? Troy doesn't say anything. You can see in his eyes that he basically can't think of anything at all. Orion's like, so, this is how we ending on how our legacy ends? The Rangers think, yes, it is. This is how they're going to die. And then they hear a footstep walking. They look up from the mountain. They see all the legendary Rangers, Mind Morphin down to Samurai. They walk up to them. And then they take off their helmets. We see motherfucking Jason David Frank, aka Tommy fucking Oliver. Tommy was like, hey, did we miss the party or what? And then Jaden's like, I mean, looks like you guys are in trouble. We thought we could help out. And then the goat Connor's like, maybe we can help out. I mean, you guys can't do this by yourself. And Troy's like, I don't know. Even with all of us, we can't do it. This is impossible. There are way too many of them. We just don't know if that can win. And then just Dave Frank cheers them up and give them a heartwarming and a coolest motivation. Okay, maybe not that cool, but semi alright motivation. Whatever you guys think of it. Give up? You must be joking. We never gave up on anything, no matter what. No matter how strong the challenge is, no matter how tough the enemies are. We never back down. We always keep on fighting. Keep on standing up, because in here, in our heart, that we know that if we do, then everyone we know might disappear. And even though, yes, there might be more of them, that doesn't mean we're not going to stop of what we're doing. Because you want to know why? Because we are the Power Rangers. That's what being a Power Ranger is all about. Being a Power Ranger is much more than being a superhero. It's about being with your teammates, helping them out, and saving everyone and everything, and seeing the sun keep on shining its brightest, seeing everyone entire town smiling, being safe. And being a ranger is all about here, because the power is inside of not only me but you, inside of all of us. That's what being a Power Ranger is all about. We can do this together as a team. So, let me ask you all this. Are you a Power Ranger or not? The team look at each other and then look back at all the Rangers. They smile. And Troy said this, we are the Power Rangers. Don was like, I'm sorry, what? We are the Power Rangers. One more time, and all the Megaforce Rangers said, we are the Power Rangers. And yeah, and then they walk up to that monster. And then like, hey, that's enough trashing down our town, and that's enough invading as well. It's time to stop. And the monster's like, and what are you gonna do about it? Have you not seen how many I have? You're just humans. Pathetic, weak humans. And Troy might actually say actual cool line. Humans? You're not just looking at just pathetic humans. No. You're looking at the Power Rangers. And you know what? Who cares that we're human? Because you don't know nothing about us humans. Because we have heart. And then Noah said, and we have intelligence. And Jake might say, and we have agilities. And then Emma might say, and we have actual hearts. And then Gia might say something, I don't know. And then Orion might say, and we have something that we can easily beat you with. Courage and light and everything. And then the Megaforce Ranger might give their super morphers to someone else. Anyway, going back. So yeah, the Megaforce Rangers morph. And then we might, and I'm going to say this, they might use an actual original footage and then actually showing all the Rangers kicking some monster ass, just smacking them down. And then, since these are way too much enemies and, might be a little bit tougher, it's time for Battleizer mode and or power up and or armor time. And then Sky's like, hey Jan, give me that shark mode. And Jan's like, sure, here, thanks. And then Scott C be like, what the fuck? You tell me you have armor. That's bullshit. And then, yeah, they start kicking ass. And then, bow, bing, bam, boom. And then the final boss be like, you really think you're going to take down me? Come on. And then either one or two things, they might defeat him. A Megazord fight, a la he might turn himself big, and or have combining their weapons to make cannon. Which both of them will still sell toys either way. Because this is Sabron we're talking about. And then after they defeat him with all their powers combined, boom. And just like the movie, the Rangers go somewhere else. You want me to say descend or something? No. They go somewhere else, go back to their own universe, and then we get an epilogue of telling us what happened and where the Rangers are at. And Troy might say this as a final line. If anyone's watching this or listening to this, don't forget who you are. And don't forget, no matter if you're a human or not, that doesn't mean you ever back down on anything. Let the powers be with you. Now that should have been a good ending. How does this shit happen? Well, I'm not joking here, but when Tommy Oliver shows up, I was shocked and surprised of how goddamn bland Tommy Oliver's dialogue was. I'm not even joking. I was shocked that Tommy Oliver says the most blandest line ever. And again, RPM 2, Jason David Frank, see, I hope you're doing good out there. But why? Why is he saying all this? Should he say something epic? Sure, you may say I have to say something generic as well, but ugh. I don't know, I just want to make noise at this point. But anyway, Tommy Oliver said the most blandest line ever. What the hell is this? Not only that, but is it just me? Or the final episode felt like it's rushed and unfinished? Like, we're not even going to have to take time to anything of it at all. And they defeated the villain that quite easily, which... What? I have never seen an ending. I have never seen this ending this bad, this unfinished, and rush of my entire life. Like, what? No, yeah, and also this. So, I'm not joking here. Half of these actors, they're the only ones who have their helmets not on. But, you wanna know what's worse? Legitimately, half of them don't say a line. The other half only have one sentence. One sentence! And the rest of them doesn't even take off their own helmets. That's because, and I might make this mistake, but there was this one YouTube short I watched where Neo Saban did not invite the rest of the actors to play the Power Rangers before. That's right.
Relations nightmare. Some actors simply weren't asked. Others were invited with a generic email, which original Blue Ranger David Yost said was his reason to decline. Other actors like Rhett Fisher, who played Titanium Ranger Ryan Mitchell, was invited and then later uninvited due to budget. Disney...
They did not. And also, I might be mistaken again, but the actor of Titanium Ranger, who was invited, but was uninvited, which I'm like, what? You can't do my boy Titanium Ranger like that. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT of GOATs. He's no Tommy Oliver. Okay, he's not in second place. Well, okay, he's not third place. So he's in some places. So, yeah, can't just do that to my boy Titanium Ranger. Can the Rangers have the Titanium Act and switch it to Titanium Blaster and can create a Titanium Blast? No, they can't. I don't remember that. Oh, yeah, speaking of the Titanium Ranger, what the fuck happened to his visor? What happened to it? What, was it damaged in the Time Force crossover? Because if that was the case, how comes the other Lightspeed Rescue visors are okay? Especially Connor. I know he's the GOAT, but come on, a GOAT had to be somewhat scratch. I'm just like, if the character's not going to say anything the character's not going to say anything, what's the point of even bringing them here? It's just pointless. Ugh. And the ending sucks. Everything about it sucks. Again, they defeated the villain that quite easily. Yes, even though we promised a legendary battle, and even though we keep foreshadowing over and over again, and even though Troy keep having the exact same fucking vision of the legendary battles, and every time we even talk about that the fucking keys, that's going to be a reference of the legendary fucking battle. We still give you a rush, unfinished, boring final fight. Piss off. Yeah, I'm not joking when I say this, but the legendary battle legitimately pissed me off by every stretch of the imagination. And this is the reason why I think that Super Megaforce is even worse than Megaforce itself. Don't get me wrong, Megaforce is bad, but the only positive thing I can think of is that Robo Knight and his arc is the only thing that is good about it. And at least it's like, what, a 1 out of 10 for that. Megaforce, I can't even think of a single positive I can say about it. Everything about it pisses me off by every meaning of that word. And, oh yeah, speak about Robo Knight. You won't believe this, but remember when Troy used that Super Saiyan punch on him? Well, for some reason, for some bullshit reason, Robo Knight is back. How? They do not explain it at any single moment of it. They just have Troy saying, "Oh, Robo Knight, you're welcome back, buddy." And Robo Knight's like, "Howdy." And yeah, like I said, Megaforce is at least somewhat better, but that doesn't mean anything because both of them have the exact same problem. Pacing is horrible. The writing is horrendous. The characters are bland and flat. And also, not only that, but how many times they keep using stock footage over and over and over and over again. It's really annoying. And not only that, but how many times they keep on having Troy using his vision of the stupid ass legendary battle. And not only that, I just also love that Nickelodeon barely cares about Super Megaforce. There were 0 promotions of it, as far as I remember. And also, how awful it is of how both of them concept just bastardize the Sentai counterparts. Don't get me wrong, Sega, in my opinion, is mid. At least I could say it was better than Megaforce. I'm not saying Sega is the worst Sentai show I have ever seen. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's okay. That's it. But Gokaiger, really? It was on your plate. It was on your plate, Saban. You have it. But no, let's make a second season. Now, let me say this. I am not mad that they made a second season of Megaforce. No. I'm not mad at that. I am mad that they thought it was a smart idea to make an adaptation and call it a second season of Megaforce. That is my problem here. And I don't know what, I just don't know what the idea of this. The direction is awful. The villains and monsters are annoying as hell. I didn't mention that in the Samurai one, but they're just annoying and they're not threatening at all. They just feel like a Saturday morning I can't speak. Oh my god. Super Megaforce really hurt. I just don't know what to say. And the acting is horrendous. And I feel ashamed for saying that because I felt like the actors and the voice actors are actually trying their best and they're trying to actually give emotion and they're trying to actually give it their all. But somewhere in the production team or something in Nickelodeon Studios, someone just don't want them to even give a crap at all. But that's not even the worst part. The worst part about these shows is that how frustrating boring and forgettable it is. That's my main entire problem with these shows. How frustratingly boring and forgettable it is. Even if I can ignore all of that, I can't ignore how boring and forgettable it is. Not once, not a single time I have ever seen a show or movie that have this. None of the characters ever have outstanding moments. None of the characters never stand out from the other characters. It just feels like Saban wanted us to forget that this show exists. It actually wanted that. It's boring. Barely anything happens here. Especially the fight scenes are boring as hell, which is surprisingly because they use stock footage from both of them. And I am shocked and surprised they somehow do that. That is a new achievement on a new goddamn level here. Okay, I'm going to say this. I don't care. I don't care. Say all you want about Turbo. Say all you want about Operation Overdrive. Hell, say all you want about Power Ranger Samurai. But at least they know entertainment is first and always been first. Even we can argue that Power Ranger Samurais are not better than Super Sentai for a number of reasons. We can all say at the very goddamn least, that it can't be entertaining. They know that entertainment is the first thing that's requirement of entertaining other people. We know that. I mean, yeah, say all you want about Power Ranger Samurai, but at the very least, it tries to tell a story. It tries to actually give a shit about the characters and actually tries to have a goddamn arc. And Decker is the good thing about this. Say you want about Operation Overdrive, at the very fucking least, they put actual characters into it. They actually have pacing. It actually felt like they're trying to have a potential and actually trying to create something. You try to have creativeness into it. And there's probably some problems in the production team. Say all about Turbo. But at least it's better than Super Mega Force. I have never been this mad, this very mad at this fucking shows in my entire life. There was no competition here. None of it at all. And I think you all can tell what I'm going to give it. But if you're not, Power Rangers Super goddamn Mega Force will get the absolute achievement of 0 out of 10. Thank you, Neo Saban. Thank you for actually showing me that you can make something worse. Alright, now let's go talk about this one. Go Busters and Power Away. Oh, no. We're talking about this Sentai show and this Power Ranger show. No, I didn't skip it. Neo Saban did. Whatever. And, by the way, just like Mega Force and Super Mega Force, I'm not going to pair these two. No, not because Power Rangers Dino Charge is bad. No, I'm saying that the Sentai show is bad. Now, I'm going to explain why I think this Sentai show is bad and why this was hated. Well, that's quite easy. Him. Okay, that's not true. This Sentai show have a lot of problems, but the main problem is, well, him. I'm going to explain why. Well, because most of the episodes always have him and always focus on him, and he have more screen time. Now, there are going to be people going to call me a hypocrite because I like Sheik and Red, but the difference between him and Sheik and Red is that Sheik and Red, yes, he also do solo, But his mentor thought it'd be a good idea that he should have a team and he should train them. Because one, he's worried that Shiken Red might be dead if he ever continues being alone. And two, this might be a good experience that he might learn teamwork ship, whatever. And yeah, after time moves on, we do see Shiken Red do care about his team. And hell, when he's being replaced by Shiken Princess Red, he does feel ashamed for himself for actually having his team sacrifice himself. And plus, Shiken Red is also pretty serious and cold as well. Yes, he does have his other moments, but we never see him that much being happy at all. And yeah, I don't see that with him at all. All I can think of, he's just a goofball who is a loudmouth and over hyperactive and obnoxious as well. Which, that is not a good main character if you ask me, if we're going to be focusing on, and he had more screen time. And this is also another problem. If he's getting all the focus and all the screen time, we don't know that much of our characters outside of what they do. I mean, look at this. What's his personality? He's cool. What about him? He's the goofy one with family. What about him? He's like Kirito, minus the main characterness. And her, she's woman, but tough. Wow, how interesting. I'm so inventive of these characters. Who are you? Oh, he's ancient guy. Gnarly. But to me, the pacing kind of feels like it's all over the place. 1 minute is fast, the other minute is too slow. It's kind of feel like I don't know which pacing they want to choose. Now, Powerpuff Girls have fast pacing as well, but that work because of the humor of it. But this, I don't think it's trying to be like this at all. And yeah, the story was not that interesting. It's not bad, but it's not that interesting. And the writing is not good as well. And yeah, I'm not saying the Sentai show is bad by any stretch of imagination. No. It's just, I'm disappointed of it. It feels like there were a lot of good ideas, but they never used it. But hey, Power Ranger Dinosaur did improve on it on a lot of ways. The writing is amazing. The characters are good. And get this, they actually have original intro and not just characters shouting out their own name, which again, why are you doing this, Silver? But whatever. And finally, the show actually felt like people were having fun making it. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying the people behind this Sentai show doesn't feel like they're having fun. It's just that I like this one over this one. And I'm gonna make this. I'm a simp for Poisaija, man. I mean,
I'm about to hands free.
You about to what?
I'm about to hands free.
You see what?
I'm about to hands free. I'm about to hands free. Shut up.
And I don't think there's any negatives I can find of this. And even I can look at all the problems I can find of it, here are 3 of them. Even though I do like the acting here, it's Power Rangers as acting, and it can be hit or miss at times. I mean, hell, look at episode 2, when Tyler basically tells Shelby this.
My dad disappeared 10 years ago on an expedition. Just vanished.
This, that, and yeah, the jokes can be as well. And Jesus Christ, I only can find 2. Huh. The show is really that good. And like I said, I really like the characters. Miss Morgan is the funniest of them all. Because she's racist to Shelby. I'm not even joking. Legitimately in episode 2, where the characters, where Shelby legitimately talks about, oh, Tyler, the reason why Donald Trump picked you because this and that. Oh, Riley, the reason why you got Donald Trump because this and that. But when it came to Shelby, she said this.
Why the pink energem chose you is anyone's guess.
And I don't have a problem with these suits at all. I know there are some people who do have a problem with them.
For those ugly ass yellow sashes going across the chest.
Who the fuck came up with that shit, bro?
But, I don't have a problem with it. And plus, I will say this, season 2 is better than this, and I might explain that. But right now, my God, finally, Power Rangers Dino Charge is finally good for once in this era, which is very shocking because if Megaforce was supposed to be the season finale of entirely of the Power Ranger franchise, we will be in hell. But yeah, I don't have any complaints about it. Power Rangers Dino Charge will have to be 9.6 out of 10. And yeah, I didn't give it a 10 out of 10 because sure, there are some flaws I have with it, only 3 that can be easily fixed. But yeah, besides that, I don't have many problems with it. Hell, I can't believe it. We finally found a good Power Rangers show in this era? Man, I wonder what good stuff we're going to have here today. Power Rangers Super Dino Charge. How fantastic. My question is, why the fuck we keep using Super? Why? It feels like every time you put Super in everything, things gone bad, minus Superman. Seriously, why can't you just call it Power Rangers Dino Rampage Charge? I think I would take that more than this. Here's my problem with this show. My main problem... Okay, this is not my main problem, but just listen. The problem here is that some of the characters felt downgraded and or they feel a whole lot of different. Here's what I mean. Tyler was once a cool and good-hearted guy who does care about his team and tries to find his father. But now, he's just a reckless guy who goes heads first to everything. Now let me say this. I don't have a problem if a character is going to be like this. But that's not Tyler's character at all. Again, it just felt different. Koda, he was once a caveman who was strong but little brain, but he's not a bad guy. He's pretty nice. But now he's just a comic relief character, which again is, I don't care if the character's like this, but again, that wasn't Koda's character before. And Ivan, he was a cool and badass ancient knight. But now he's just a guy who won't stop talking. Which, by the way, I despise characters who won't shut up. And yes, I am one of those people as well. And it can be a bit annoying hearing them non-stop talking. Shelby can be... okay. That's it. Riley went from a smart guy who is good with a sword to Noah from Super Megaforce. Immature. And yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, you can tell I just don't know what I'm just going to say. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I do. I wrote this script after all. Well, the pacing of the show felt, and the writing also have its problems as well. It felt like some of these episodes shouldn't even be an episode. It felt like I'm watching a filler episode. And really? Super Dino Charge Drive? Really? I know that's not his name, but really? That's just dumb. And again, just like Samurai and Super Samurai is just there to just sell toys. And that's it. Okay, let me see. I can find positives here. Miss Candle being Purple Ranger again is pretty good. I do like that. So she can be racist to Shelby again. And I will say this. I like seeing Tyler's dad being back, and not only that, having his own Dino Charger, and also being a new Power Ranger. I think, in my opinion, that's pretty cool. I do like seeing family members gonna help out their own kid and or team. I do like that, minus Power Ranger Samurai, because they didn't do that. But it is kind of strange that Tyler's dad just showed up, be like, "Hi, son." Season 1, Tyler. "Oh no, I need to find my Pop. He's missing." Season 2, "Hi, son." "Oh, hi, Dad." That's just fucking stupid as hell. God. I'm not going to blame the actors. It clearly wasn't their fault at all. It had to be some problems in the writing room. The ending was okay. Heckler is a pretty good character. I will say that. The writing for him is pretty good. And I do like seeing him again in, I'll talk about this later, the Cosmic Fury. But, yeah, overall, I mean, now maybe wondering why I said Season 2 was better than its Sentai counterpart. Well, that's quite easy. Even though it does have its problems, I will say it was somewhat better than Sentai counterpart, but not that much. Both of them is disappointing. And Season 2 will get 5 out of 10. Not a low number, but still not good. You have it right there, Neil Spawn, but you just had to ruin it. Just fan-fucking-tastic. Get out of my face. Leave. Wow, is that to be the shortest Power Rangers I ever talk about? Yeah, and yes, I know I didn't talk about that much about the Sentai shows, but here's the thing. Shingen and Samurai both share the exact same story, while I didn't pair the last two for obvious reasons. But anyway, Ninjas and Ninja Steel. Well, let's go with Ninjas. Well, it's not bad. It's okay. And it is basically it's basically Shinkenja, both ninjas. Nah, I'm joking. But yeah, it's fine. And that's all I can say about Ninja Steel as well. It's fine. The acting is fine. The story is fine. The concept is fine. I think my only problem here is that we have our own comic relief characters. We have the stereotypical jock guy and his sidekick who is a nerd who do goofy stuff. Ugh. Can we stop having comic relief characters in Power Rangers, please? If it's not Bulk and Skull, get out here. That's gonna be a new rule now. if none of these comic relief characters are ever matched with Bulk and Skull will win automatically. I can't believe I'm saying this, and it's shocking, but Super Ninja Steel is better than Season 1 Ninja Steel. I mean, there is something happening in Super Ninja Steel, I will say. I mean, it's a kind of better, only by a midge. I'm sorry. I struggle to talk any good positive about both of these Sentai shows. And it's just well, I will say this. The crossover is not bad. I mean, I do like the story here. And plus, I do like seeing the return of all the Rangers. We got Tommy motherfucking Oliver. That's my boy, my homie. We got Trent from Dino Thunder, the White Ranger. That's my boy, yeah. Who's next? Who is next? We got the chick from RPM, Silver. Wait, I thought she's dead. Again, it's been a while since I watched RPM, so yeah. We got Wes. That's it, my man, Wes. We got Coda. The caveman is back. Now he's gonna show you epic fighting style caveman thing. Fuck you, villains. We got Rocky. We got TJ. Hey, I've been baked to the pizza. We got Cat. Cool. We got motherfucking Tonio. Yeah, okay, he's cool. Then we got what the fuck, Gia? What the hell are you doing here? Sorry, this is supposed to be badass only. No forgettable characters allowed. Okay, so, gonna be honest here. It is kind of surprising that the Megaforce character is here. And I will say this, Gia in here is better than her Megaforce / Super Megaforce self, so, okay, but, yeah, that's all I can say about it. Damn. Ninja Steel. Okay, got to here. But before I talk about this, time to also say this. Now, Power Rangers Beast Morphers is the first Power Ranger show that was not made by Neil Saban. It was made by Hasbro. Yes, that Hasbro. And Hasbro only made 3 Power Ranger shows. Well, this is going to be quick and easy. Okay, so Go Busters. I like this. I like everything about it. The story, the characters, the writing, the concept. It takes place in a futuristic world, and all the viruses might take over it. I really do like it. And I also really love that no matter what happens, no matter how strong our technology is, hackers and viruses are still the most strongest things in the world. And they might take over everything that we know. And yeah, I don't know what to say. I really do love Go Busters. But I also really like Power Rangers Beast Morphers. Everything about it. The writing, the characters. And I really do love the fact that they connect this to RPM. With Vinjix is back, and now it got a new body as well. It's pretty amazing. But I don't know. I think the main villain, Go Busters, is pretty cool. I mean, he is a cool actor. Not this thing. What are you talking about? That's not a real villain. He's not an epic cool hacker. But yeah, I really do love this concept. I really do love how they connect this to RPM. They did a pretty good job of this. Yeah. Basically, this okay guy basically tries to experiment on the RPM morpher, and then boom, Vincex is back. And now he become a Cobra. Cool. But yeah, even though I do like Beast Morphers, there are some problems with it. The pacing can be a little iffy, just a little bit. And even though I love the concept and I love the execution of Vincex coming back, I wish it was just a little bit better. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's good, but I just want a little bit better. I'm not being too greedy of this. Whatever. Yeah, that's all I can say. Beast Morphers is pretty enjoyable and entertaining show. Alright, let me say this that might be shocking or not, but I really like this show. Yes, don't get me wrong here, it's not perfect and Clue has some flaws, but I don't care. Before I talk about the negatives, let me say the positives first. First of all, I really like the story here. Yeah, I do. It's not bad. The writing of this show is not bad either. I do like there are moments where they can't take themselves seriously and have some good sad moments. They really take it very good. I'm actually amazed. The acting of this show is not bad either, but I will talk about that one later. The characters are not the worst, and yeah. Then I also say that I really like the backstory of how these things were made. They did it an alright job. And I really love the concept. But that also leads me to my negatives here. For one, if you're wondering why I didn't talk about the Sentai show, well, I've been saving up to here. So let's go. So you may notice, well, everything wrong here, or maybe not, but if you're confused, look at these suits. I want you to look at them. Now, without telling you this, you clearly think that Dino Fury might be a show that revolves around dinosaurs and knights. I mean, hell, their suits does look like it. But no. Dino Fury revolves around having a sci-fi fantasy show, which is not bad, but I don't know. Basically, the story for the Sentai counterpart is 3 legendary war knights get passed down their weapons and their morphers to newbies who are going to be one day Dino Knights. And yeah, I know that might be simple what I just explained because it might be complicated stuff, or maybe I might be wrong here, but yeah, that's the story of the Sentai counterpart. I know I should say the actual name here, but I just can't. So anyway, if you wonder why I think about the Sentai counterpart, it's not bad. Story, the writing, the characters, they're good. And continuing on the negatives of Dino Fury, going back to the acting, since this is Power Ranger-esque acting, there are obviously moments and times where the acting can be flat at times, and kind of feels like they're underacting, but hey, maybe that might be me. The characters, even though I do like them, some of them can be, Ollie, I'm looking at you. And can I also mention, instead of Bulk and Skull, we have female version. The only difference is one of them is a fucking android. I I just don't get it. I honestly don't get it. What's with Power Rangers shows that literally needs to have comic relief as characters? I mean, seriously, legitimately after Bulk and Skull, after Megaforce and Dino Thunder, Charge, they think that the one way to make Power Rangers good by having comic relief, but unlike Ninja Steel and Beast Morphers, that the characters only show up in 2 seasons. Nah. These two show up in not only this in season 2, but also Cosmic Fury, which that is great. I'm not saying these actresses are bad or anything. I'm just saying stop. Okay, sorry for that. But can I also like to mention that this is the first Power Ranger show that not only there's a female character who is a Green Ranger, but also lesbian? Yeah, I'm not joking. Her Sentai counterpart is a male, of course, because all Green Rangers are males in the Sentai shows, no females. But hey, I will say this, her being a lesbian is not bad. I will say that. The writing for her being a lesbian is not bad at all, and they actually took their time in, hinting that she is. And hey, I will say this, she is a better written lesbian character than something I know. But don't worry, I will review that anime. but my problem is that Aiza and I can't speak Spanish, so I'm gonna call him Jay. Aiza and Jay, I don't know. It feels like they should have taken their time, and we should know these characters more. Maybe give them their morphers in like episode 8, but no. Literally after episode 4, when we just first met them, they automatically got their morphers already, and it's just like, I don't know. Can we know them a little bit more here? But whatever. Oh yeah, right. These monster names. I know I didn't tell you all about these monster names in the previous Power Rangers shows, but let me say this: these monsters' names are fucking horrendous and laughably bad. Boom Tower. What the fuck you do? You're a tower who is booming. Boom Blast. What the fuck is these names here? I know the previous Power Rangers show series have some goofy ass names, but my god, these are. I will say this. Give me a minute. Can I also like to mention that it feels like this show also tried to copy elements from Mystic Force. Alright. Let me explain this. I want you to look at Kuragil, the wolf Mystic Ranger. I want you to look at him. He's a purple knight who has a sword and a shield, who was cursed and became all evil until the power of friendship and snap him out. Now, I want you to look at this shit. Don't get me wrong here. I'm not saying he's a ripoff, but he's kind of feel like a copy of Mystic Force. But here's the difference. Kuragil was cursed, and he became all evil and helping out until, like I said, Nick and White Mystic Ranger, friendship and family magic to basically snap him out. Well, here he's just a normal ass guy that only doing evil so he can bring back his wife. I will say that. I will say this. He's alright, I will say. Also, can I say, Hunter. I know that's not her character's name, but Hunter, you're my second favorite Pink Ranger. Here you go. Season 2 is good. and something I didn't mention in the Beast Morphers is that this is the second Power Ranger entry where they didn't slap in Super, which is like fucking finally no more Super. Because I swear to God, if I hear Super one more time, I'm gonna have a tea party with Neil Saban. Hasbro. Can I also say that the season finale is not horrendous. It's honestly amazing. In fact, I really love this. It's emotional and I love it. See, this is what I'm saying. In the Super Mega Force, even if a show is bad, they can redeem themselves with having some good episodes and a good season, and especially the ending can fix it, kind of. But yeah, Dino Fury overall is not bad. I am genuinely surprised I didn't hate it, even though it does have some problems. Oh crap, almost forgot. I don't know, is it because of Netflix, but the sound mixing is horrible. I mean, there are some moments where the audio just sound weird, or I don't know, they overlap the motherfucking dinosaur. You can't do that. But yeah, besides that, I don't hate Dino Fury. I will give it a 7.9 out of 10. But maybe I might be too nice to it. I mean, if I'm not, I will give it a fucking 4.5 out of 10. But yeah, I particularly don't hate it at all. Hey, maybe it might be doing something good. Hasbro made two Power Ranger entries, that one I really love and one I don't hate it. Maybe they might make another good Power Ranger entry. Am I right, guys? Okay, so unlike Megaforce and Super and Dino Charge, where when I pair them to their Sentai counterpart, I will not pair this to its Sentai counterpart. But just in case somebody might ask, I did watch for the one episode of the Sentai counterpart, and I will say, not a bad start to it. But besides that, do you guys know that Super Mega Force lasts for 20 episodes? Which that had to be short of all the Power Rangers episodes that they ever have. Well, you won't guess this. Dino Fury, well, Cosmic Fury, I don't know why I call it that, sorry, lasts for goddamn 10 episodes. 10 episodes. Which, like, wow, that had to be the most shortest episode length the Power Rangers series have ever had and will ever have. Well, hey, that doesn't matter. Just because they have less episodes does not mean it's gonna be bad, right? I bet someone might actually, it was horrible. Well, now I bet you all might be thinking, since I might somewhat defend Dino Fury, I will might defend Cosmic Fury, right? Take a while fucking guess what I think about it. Okay, so, yeah, when it was released, it was heavily negative and have, so much problems with it. Before I talk about the negatives, I do have positives. Yes, I did found some positives about the series. Wish me luck. Well, first, I love the new suits. Yeah, I don't particularly hate them. They look, honest to God, really good. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not better than the Sentai show. And yes, I did say I would not pair these two, but just let me talk about these suits. I love these suits. They look good, and I will say, they do somewhat reference, maybe I might be wrong, of the zodiac signs. Correct me if I'm wrong here. But yeah, I don't hate them, and I don't hate the Cosmic Fury suits. They look, honest to God, good. But why they look kind of buff or not? I mean, come on, guys. I'm doing a review here, not now. Well, unless your name is Dio, then. I also like seeing Billy and Mac being here. But yeah, I will also like to say this, that even though I didn't make a video of the top 5 worst characters, I did not agree with anything I said about that video. Plus, I private that as well. So, yeah, because that video sucks. And I don't hate Billy anymore. Because in a My Morphin Power Rangers special on Netflix movie, I don't care. When Billy, honest to God, in the Megazord fighting this giant creature, I don't care what his name is, Billy said, "Come catch these hands." And I'm not joking. Once he said that, I was like one of those females that basically fainted when they see a popular guy. That was me. I like that. Come on, Troy. Why can't you be like Billy? Wait. The actor does like Dragon Ball. Super Sentai. Okay, you get 5 points. And I will admit, I do like the fact that Isa is a girlfriend is being the new Power Ranger, and not only that, the Orange Ranger as well. This is a long time since we ever get an Orange Ranger here. And I mean, the first time, if you want to count it, it had to be in SPD, where Boom dreams about being an Orange Ranger. If you also want to count this, SPD Cat Ranger Kit. But yeah, I don't hate Isa's girlfriend being a new Ranger. I do like I said, I do like the fact that a family member or sibling, I love it being a new Ranger. It's actually pretty good, and I really love seeing a family member actually helping out not only their sibling, but also their teammates as well. I really like that. I really love seeing Milami Hunter being the new Red Ranger, and Zato being the new Color Ranger. I knew I should correct my words. Sorry. But yeah, I don't hate Hunter being the new Red Ranger. It's actually pretty good. And plus, I don't think we ever seen a female Red Ranger before. As far as I remember, well, the only thing I can think of was SPD again. I do like Ollie being the new Evil Ranger. Yeah, even though I'm gonna admit I don't like his character. Don't get me wrong, he's not the worst character. There are just sometimes he can just act like a jerk. But there are also sometimes in the episode where he does shine. And to me, he actually felt like a jerk guy that tries to be a hero. Again, maybe that might be me. Again. And yeah, even though I don't see him as a hero, I can see him trying to be a hero. until Cosmic Fury, where he's now a villain and working for Zed. Clone of Zed, to be exact. Yeah, I do like that, even though I have some problems with it. But I'm saying that one. And I also like... Nope, that's it. That's it. That's all the positives I can find. Alright. Negatives. Oh man. Okay, first of all, let me say this. This series have good ideas. Alright. You're about to hear this from me. If anyone wants to make their own show, movie, or comic or games, let me say this. Good ideas mean nothing. Execution means everything. Alright, let me explain. If you have a good idea, the execution should be the exact same level. Because if your execution is bad, then you did something wrong here. Don't get me wrong, I can see what you're trying to do here, but it just fails on multiple ways. And also, don't rush anything. I mean, yeah, it is kind of annoying that there's going to be a delay, or you know, your project is going to be a long to take, and people will understand that you're going to take this too long. Maybe, I don't know, but still, don't rush, and actually make sure your execution and what you're trying to do here. Because again, if you rush your things like anything, then that's gonna leave disasters and you're gonna fail at this. Which, yes, I know this coming from me, all people. I will admit, yes, even though I am the creator of my own show, my object show, and I even think of making my own web series, probably. I will admit, I do need to take time and make sure what I'm doing here is good. Yes, even though I have good ideas, does not mean final project is going to be good as well. There are times where I said to myself, is this even good or alright? I need to double check to make sure what I'm doing is okay. Because, yeah, I will admit, looking back at my old videos, there are times where I need to improve, and I just didn't like them. And I said to myself, I think I need to be better than before. Which, yeah, you might say, am I pushing myself too much and I should calm down? Because if I do push myself, then that might give me more negativity and actually downing myself. But, yeah. So you might be wondering, why am I telling all this? Because this show is rushed. I'm not joking when I say it, but it felt like the writing here it just basically feel like no one ever thought of it at all. And plus, there are plot holes. Not in one episode, not in two, but every single 10 episodes. How do you do that? What kind of Power Ranger series have all 10 goddamn episodes that is just plot holes in them? And here are examples. Episode 1. Where the fuck did Billy and Matt came from? How did they get here? How did they know these Rangers and Zed get here? And matter of fact, my question is that, how the fuck did these Rangers know where Lord Zed come from? Literally after the ending of Dino Fury, they just, magically knows that Lord Zed will be in this specific place? How? How would they know that? And again, how did Billy and Mac get here? This makes no sense. How is that possible? It's just, how? Who are these squid people? Yes, they told me their names, but who the fuck are they exactly? And why do they want to help out Lord Zed? I mean, and plus, how do they know Lord Zed? I mean, sure, don't get me wrong, I get he's a second main villain, but it's how? My second, third, fourth question is that how the fuck does Aiza's girlfriend know she's the Green Ranger? Okay, I will admit, there was an episode of Dino Fury where her girlfriend basically think that, you know, Aiza might be the Green Ranger, which, okay, but Lily in episode 2, she just magically knows her team secret identity. Okay, look, I can forgive shit that you can know your girlfriend's secret identity, even though, again, I call bullshit, but somehow she knows Jay is the Black Ranger, and Goldie is the Gold Ranger, and Hunter is the Pink Ranger. How? How does she know that? That they never explain once. I don't know why. Why is there plot holes here? Oh my god. And also, how did you capture Lord Zed? Yes, there was an episode of Cosmic Fury when they capture Lord Zed, and then literally after that, Lord Zed just magically get out off screen. Both of them was off screen. And my question is that how do you capture Lord Zed and manage to how you do that? How? What did Lord Zed forgot to have his staff or something? If that was the case, how did he escape? I don't know how. I don't know how is that even possible. And there's more. There's a lot more, but I don't want to continue. Bye. Also, remember I said I like that Ollie being the new Evil Ranger? Well, yes, I do like the idea of it, but the execution is bad. After this monster, which also have a terrible goofy ass name, he literally hits all the Ranger with the goo. And Lord Zed basically told him to only shoot for the Blue Ranger. That only shoots only the Blue Ranger. I'm like, why? Why would you program or create something that only attacks the Blue Ranger? This just feels like a cheap plot excuse why Ollie being the new Evil Ranger. That's the thing. The execution of it was bad. I don't get it. Did anyone even stop and think for a second? A question here is that how the fuck does Billy create these morphers? What, did the Alien Rangers actually taught Billy how to create morphers? I mean, hell, I might believe that the Alien Rangers must have seen the Dino Fury characters fighting over there and basically told Billy, yo Billy, over there. You can tell that I don't even know what to think. I can't even think of a sentence. Well, yes I do. Again, I wrote the script. But how did Billy make these morphers? Yes, he used the morphers, but it was never established he can make them as a young age. Again, did the Alien Rangers teach him that? And also, I know it's kind of a nitpick or a stupid reason to get mad or something, but what is with Power Rangers and their inconsistency? Okay, let me say this. So in the Mighty Morphin one, they basically established that it was made by ancient aliens who make these morphers. Okay, that was established in the Mighty Morphin. It was always been established since Turbo and Space. And then literally after that, Lost Galaxy. Okay, your morphers are swords. Okay, not really, but let's just go with it. Okay, I can believe that, maybe. And then Lightspeed Rescue, it was made by man, which I call bullshit. How is that possible? And then literally Ninja Storm. It was made by man again. I think. And then Dino Thunder, Dino Gems. Where it came from? Dinosaurs or something. I don't know. SPD. Okay, they're aliens in the future. I can believe that. But Mystic Force. Yeah, I can believe Magic can make these morphers. I can believe that. But literally after that, Operation Overdrive, made by man again. How? And then Jungle Fury, made by man again. Or Spirit Animals made these glasses. And then RPM Future. Alright, I can believe it. Kind of. Samurai, never established who made them, but I'm taking a while against made by man again. Megaforce, Morphing Masters made this. Okay. Dino Charge. I do not believe that Yoda over here create these Dino Gems. I don't believe you. What? Do you help out the Morphing Masters or something? Sorry, I'm laughing here, but Jesus. Ninja Steel, who made them? This Prism Ninja Star thing. Morphing Masters. But then Beast Morphers, made by man again, but this time in the future, okay? Dino Fury, made by Morphing Master, again, dinosaurs, aliens. And then Cosmic Fury, who made them? Billy, a human, not established as an alien, or have any alien-like features. Again, I know this might be ridiculous for me to point that out, but God, Power Rangers inconsistency, I love it. Also, it's just me, or the pacing felt awful. Sometimes it can be slow, but there are some other times where they just go. My question is that wiser influencer monster here. I'm not joking. This squid is a fucking influencer. Why? That's just stupid. Who will make a TikToker or Instagram or Snapchat or YouTube Shorts? Why? Why would you make a monster that's just literally just a TikToker? I'm mad. Also, did I mention I hate her? I hate her. Also, here's my question. How comes Billy, a ranger that have a blue suit that is based on a fucking dinosaur, but yet you don't bring the other dinosaur themed ranger? Where's my Dino Thunder? Where's my Dino Charge? What you mean tell me Billy's the only one? Oh yeah, right, there was also the new Saber-tooth Tiger, but still, why only Billy? Matter of fact, why Mac? Why Mac of all people? I'm not saying he's the worst character. I'm just confused of why him. If this is supposed to be a Dino theme again series, why not bring a Dino theme character? Like, what about Connor or Tyler? What about Riley? What about them? Wait, can you not bring them? Come on, this would be a cool and epic Dino theme show. I know it's called Cosmic Fury, but they're still wearing Dino costumes. God damn it! Oh yeah, remember I said I like Isa is a girlfriend being New Ranger? Well, guess what? The execution is bad. Her morpher was damaged, and then somehow it was working because Solo her have her DNA inside that morpher. And the reason why she knows her DNA is that's her DNA is because she liked the color orange. And it's just like, since when does the morphers can access DNAs of other things? Let me remind you, she's a dino cyborg. And, like, how? Okay, you may explain, be like, well, Jamal, they didn't. Well, this does make sense. I mean, she still is a dinosaur, but but the worst part for me is that they killed my boy Zato. He was my favorite Red Ranger, and they had to kill him off. Shut up, I like him. But hey, at least he is a new morphing master. Also, I call bullshit that the morphing master can be easily captured. Also, what the fuck is the Red One's idea? I'm not joking. What was his plan? He was literally flying right towards the blast. What the fuck is your plan here? Isn't the morphing master supposed to be more a god? Isn't the morphing master supposed to be like the ranger god of all gods? And literally, they got captured that quickly? Like, what? Okay, maybe you might say this machine here, I don't know if I can explain, but, hey, Heckler is here. Yeah, Heckler. I will admit, I do like seeing Heckler back again. And plus, I like seeing him being the new Dino Charge Ranger, Dark Ranger, even though his suit's not black, by the way. Yeah, I do like seeing Heckler back. And hey, look, a boomerang morpher. That's cool. That's cool. You get a cool point, Shout. You get a cool point. You can hear me patting you on the shoulder. I'm trying to find more positives, but I just can't. Also, can we talk about this fight scene here? Oh, don't get me wrong. The fight scenes are okay. The choreography, it's fine. The camera shots are alright, but it's just weird. Feels like the actors are moving awkwardly here when they're swinging their weapons. Sure, you may say the weapons might be heavy, but this makes no sense because in the previous Power Rangers shows, that never was an issue for them at all. So it's just like, it just felt awkward to me. A movement that felt awkward? Hey, that's just like, ow. Oh, we get to this part here. Ooh, oh, the ending. Oh, the ending fucking sucks. It's just sour note because it was literally sequel baiting and they technically didn't even defeat Lord Zed, and basically, they technically did not win at all. I mean, yeah, Lord Zed is trapped in his nightmares, but he technically didn't defeat him. So basically, they technically did not win. It's what? Oh, so. This supposed to be a sequel baiting, or I might be wrong. Maybe I think they are sequel baiting here. I might be wrong, but the ending is just, it wasn't that satisfying at all because the whole series purpose is that to defeat Lord Zed, and what happens? Okay. Just hear me out. What happens if Lord Zed somehow magically just got out of his nightmares, You guys technically did not win at all. You didn't win the war. This episode sucks. This ending sucks. This episode sucks. I have no words to say about this. Like, and that's how you're gonna end it, huh? With just a song. That's it. That's how you're gonna end it. What? That's not how you. That's not how you end it. I just basically have no words to say about this. This had to be the worst way to end off a franchise. Okay, let me say this. This is not the worst Power Rangers series for being different or changing up stuff. This is not bad Power Rangers series because of the writing, which, don't get me wrong here, the writing and the pacing is a major problem with this show. This is a bad Power Rangers series because it felt like none of the writers or the producers actually put care into this. 0 out of 5, fuck off. So yeah, that's it. This was the last Power Rangers series. We never got one. This is how they think they're gonna end it on. It's just that with all the build-up this show was trying to do, series, I don't care, tried to do, it just fails at it. Okay, I think we all know we don't like bad ending. So let me say this. I don't really hate these series. Again, don't care. I didn't really hate them. I did actually enjoy myself watching them. Minus these 3. But yeah, again, I didn't hate them. Minus these 3. They do have their flaws. They do have their positives. And I will admit, it just basically felt like that, yeah, the writing is the problem here, but they can still be enjoyably bad at their own right. Yes, I will admit, even though I do have problems here, I would say some of them can be enjoyably bad. But that also leads to my problem. Now, remember I said Neil Saban is bad because of some issues? Well, here's the problem with that. See, Power Rangers Samurai and Super Samurai, I can see what they're trying to go with, but it just basically felt like a watered down version of Shikenja. And again, I can see what they're doing here. I can see that, but it just felt... But don't get me wrong, it's not bad. It's okay. Super Megaforce and Megaforce. Ooh, man. My problem is that missed potential and actually trying. Dino Charge, even though I really do love it and it actually felt like the people behind it did have fun, I didn't say that with its Super, which it had problems, lack of charm, and the writing is just not the same. But even though I said that Ninja Steel was okay, that's it. That's all I can say. It's okay. Which is kind of a shame, because ninja aliens sound cool. Yeah, even though they're technically not aliens, they are humans, but whatever. And yeah, even though we got to Hasbro era, and I don't hate Beast Morphers, that's all I could say. It's good. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. No, I'm not saying that at all. It's just I just think it could be a little, let me say this again, a little better. Again, don't get me wrong here. And even though, yeah, there might be some people out there that don't like Dino Fury, I will say I don't really hate about it. And Cosmic Fury fails because it actually felt like I can see what they're trying to do here, but the execution fails at it. Yeah, let me say this. I did hear that Disney is going to make a new Power Ranger series, which I will say this. I actually do like to see Disney trying it again, making a new Power Ranger series. Don't get me wrong. I do not think that Disney can have their own magic like in the old days, but I do have high execution. Wait, that's not even the right word. Sorry. I can still hope and believe that maybe Disney, again, not trying to put my expectations up high here, and I can actually see they might do what they always do. Or hell, they might be wrong and Disney might failed. I mean, doing their live action remake track record here, I think won't be wrong. Or maybe I am wrong. But also, let me say this. You know, yes, I do hate Super Make Force, and I do think that Ninja Steel and Super Ninja Steel are okay. That's just my opinion. If you people out there might like one of these things, that's cool. It's just that, I don't know, maybe that might be just me here, that I think that these shows are hit or miss, but hey, I bet you people might enjoy one of them, maybe. And yeah, I will admit this as well. Even though I did have a harsher time, like I said, I didn't hate them. I did actually enjoy myself watching them back again. And I will admit, even though Power Rangers can be goofy at times, they're always a lovably goofy. And they do have that amazing charm with them. Well, yeah, I don't really hate myself for watching them, and I hope you guys like this video and subscribe. Anyway, my name is Javal, Anime Bros channel, and yeah, I hope you have a good day and let the powers be with you. I'm gonna keep on saying that, maybe, but also, here's what I think about the Sentai shows. Okay, bye! Oh, and by the way, I'm absolutely gonna stop watching Power Rangers. Oh, I'm not gonna say I hate them. I need a break. I need my Power Rangers break here. Oh my god, this was a long time editing all this. Sorry if this video wasn't perfect at all. Yes, I know there were some problems, I will admit that I have issues. But yeah, again, bye now. Oh, and by the way, if everyone wondering why I'm not talking about the Power Rangers Netflix film or the 2017 Power Rangers movie, well, guess what? I'm not reviewing both of them. I'm just reviewing the shows. Yes, even though I did talk about the TV movie of Power Rangers Samurai, that's it. It's just a TV movie. Because, ooh man, I think I might be grumpy watching the 2017 movie.